is your
Hi
strength. The joy of the
guys.
Lord is your strength. The joy of the Lord is your strength. So I'll sing the song again so that you understand what I say.
Alive.
Real joy is mine, no matter if the teardrops start. Have found the secret. Is Jesus in my life? Happiness is a new creation, Jesus and me, in close relation, having a part in His salvation. Happiness is the Lord, real joy is mine. No matter if the teardrops start, I've found the secret. Is Jesus in my life? Happiness is the Lord. So when I talk about happiness, I'm talking about when I say real joy is mine, no matter if the teardrops start. I want to say a Christian has what is called the real joy. Because the Bible says the joy of the Lord is our strength. So real joy is mine, no matter if the teardrops start. Because we have a lot of things that vex the spirit of a child of God on earth. We have a lot of things that makes the Christian sad. We have a lot of things that makes the heavenly bound pilgrim sad. A lot of things start saddening us. A lot of things tend to compress our joy, our peace.
Welcome.
And
Thank
at
you for joining
times,
the live stream.
thank you for joining. And at times, you begin to wonder, why am I so grieved? Why am I so unhappy? Yes, at times it will happen, and the teardrops may start. That is why it says, real joy is mine. No matter if the teardrops start, I have found the secret. It is Jesus in my life. So Jesus is the secret of our joy. Jesus is the secret of our happiness. Jesus is the secret of our progress. Anything you are as a believer is because Jesus is in your heart.
Yeah.
That is why that song says, real joy is mine, no matter if the teardrops start. I found the secret. It's Jesus in my life. Happiness is a new creation, Jesus and
Hello,
me.
thank you for joining the
In
live
close
stream.
relation, having a part in His salvation. Happiness is the Lord. You're welcome once again. Thank you if you are online. If you've joined us, we are very grateful. Hello, we are saying welcome. Today we want to talk about something. Yes, what's the topic again? What do you want us to talk
Today
about? Says body.
Yes, it's like body shaming, and it came from there was this there's this person's page I came across on Facebook.
Okay.
He's a comedian kind of, and he organizes blind dates.
Wow.
And these people, they meet life and he covers them. So there's this particular guy that he has shown in how many of his blind dates now,
Okay.
and he has shown in how many of his blind dates now, and nobody actually wants him. And proper just yes, because of probably his height and his looks. Now the thing is, in as much as you may not like everybody, you may not like the way somebody is,
okay.
but the way you say it matters a lot. Some of the girls were actually, will I say, quite straight and outrightly. It was just something else. Like it was not funny. Someone was like, there's nothing good about it. I was like, how can you be saying that to a human being? Actually, and these are things that we cannot actually change for ourselves. Like if that young man had the ability to change himself, he probably would have done that. But these are things this is something that he cannot change about himself. So that is that thing I was planning that I'll make a video on it, but I've not had time to sit down and make a video. And this evening we decided to come live and talk about it directly here. So have you had an experience like that, and what do you think about it? Yes, so
Actually, for somebody or some ladies that normally go outright to maybe, let me say, abuse people or look down on people or be vocal about their dislikes, about how people look, especially when it's a man that came to propose, a man that is proposing, well, whether it's blind date or not, and you don't like the person, you don't really need to, be vocal about it. You can just tell the person, thank you, I don't want to.
hello, sis Chica. Welcome.
Hello, you're welcome.
Thank you for joining us. Sis, it's
Thank
been
you.
long.
It's been a while. Really.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everybody. We are grateful. Thank you. Keep coming. So actually, it's not the right thing to do to talk down on people or to make them feel bad because of the way they are looking.
Yes.
Because the Bible even says that we are all wonderfully made.
Yes.
Even that young man you feel that is not heighty enough, doesn't have the height you want, doesn't have the color you want. Yes. No matter the feature that you don't like in the person, you don't need to show dislike.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to say anything about it because it is not right. Do you know in the past, my mother was telling me of a woman that spoke to a dwarf. Yes, she said that a dwarf came to marry her.
Yeah.
And she opened mouth and insulted this dwarf.
Your mom?
Yes, mommy was telling me the story.
Wow.
That a dwarf came and proposed to her those early days. And the woman had the guts to, rain abuses on the dwarf, said a lot of things to the dwarf.
Yeah.
And the dwarf in tears told her that the way I'm looking is not my making. And you opened your mouth to say this to me, go and mark it. Your generation will have dwarfs.
Your mom?
My mom told me the story in her place.
Wow.
That your generation will have dwarfs.
Are you serious?
And that was how her generation, from her sisters, her siblings, everybody had one or two dwarfs. They may have like 5 children, 2 of them or 1 of them at least will be a dwarf.
Wait, I don't get this story. Are you saying that your mom was the one that talked to the dwarf somehow?
No, my mom told me the story of somebody girl in the village.
Okay.
Those days, so many years ago. Actually, my mother is from Umahia.
Okay, your mom is from Umahia. I see your sister here. Sis Chica, are you hearing? Her mom is from Umahia.
My mom is from Umahia. Though she's late now.
Yes.
Yeah, thank God.
And she's from, I think Sis Chica is from Umahia.
She's from Ibeku.
She's from Ibeku. Okay.
So
Sis Chica, she's dancing. Can you see?
She can do to know this. Yes. My mom is from Umahia. So actually,
she said where in Umahia? Ibeku,
Umahia. Yes. She's from Ibeku. So eventually, my mother said it happened in their community those days, and it was days when ladies were really scarce.
So it wasn't your mom that actually talked to the dwarf?
No, not my mom. It was somebody in the neighborhood.
Wow.
Yes, talked to a dwarf, very bitter way. The young man wept. He said, "Is it because I'm like this? Am I the one that created myself? Why are you insulting me?"
Hi, Sis Rebecca. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for coming.
Yes. Sis Chica said that her Ibeku is close to her villa, that she's from Olokoro.
Okay.
Hey, wow. You have one name.
Good to know. We are all siblings, or will I say related?
Yeah.
Like my father is from Anambra.
Yes.
And my mom is from Abia.
Yes.
And then I'm married to Enugu State.
Can you imagine?
Can you see how I'm driving? Do you see how I'm moving?
Your dad is from Anambra. Your mom is from Abia.
And then if I'm married to Enugu State man.
So you have almost covered
I'm telling you, but I've almost covered all the whole Southeast. Maybe my children may get married to Ebonyi. and the other one to Imo, you know, and so like that. So, and that was the story. The man said it in anger, in tears, and the family started reproducing dwarfs. All the siblings. One person would definitely be a dwarf. And that was how it's like the dwarfism left the man's place. And you know, so it's not because they got married to dwarfs, but it was a curse. Somebody released a curse on her because of the way she insulted the person. So let's be careful. Let's be careful.
Yes, if you're just joining us, we are talking about something like something in line with, let's say, body shaming.
Okay.
I gave an example of a young man on Facebook. I came out, this life, this is real. It is not it's not a movie. These people were having blind dates, and when that particular young man, about 3 ladies had already turned him down, and just he's not tall, he's short actually, because of his height and probably his look. And the problem is, it's not everybody has the right to turn down anybody, but the way they said it, like one particular lady was like, there's nothing good about him. Another one said that he's manageable. Like the comments were not good. At the point, the young man became somehow insultive. So we are talking about it. I'm trying to say, even if you don't like someone, you don't have to talk to them badly. Thank you, Sis Chika, for sharing. Thank you for the likes, Sis Rebecca. God bless you. Thank you for joining. So we are saying, if you don't like somebody, you don't need to be vocal. Like you don't have to say it in an insulting way. Yes, because thank you, Sis Chika. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Yeah, you don't have to say it in an insulting. Okay, you don't have to say it in an insulting way, because if that person could change that thing about themselves, they would have done it without even you doing anything. But that is the way God created them, and God made them that way for a particular purpose. So
and for His glory.
Exactly. And especially you that is even, like, saying something bad about them. If you could help them, if you could change anything about the way they look, you probably would have done it. But the fact that you've not done it shows that you are also incapable of helping them. So it is wrong for you to talk to someone badly or to make the person feel inferior. And some comments, some things you will do to a person, some comments or some actions you will do to the person may take years for them to live past it. Some of them may never live past it. Some of them will live with the trauma. Some of them will live with the stigma. Some of them will live with that it affects their self-esteem and everything. So even if you don't like a person based on their looks, for example, be kind enough to just probably let them go, but not put it to them. You can imagine, at the point, I wasn't happy when I was watching the video, seeing how ladies were rejecting that young man. I wasn't actually happy per se with the fact that they were turning him down, but then he became quite insultive, and that was defense mechanism. Like when the other lady, when one of the ladies was like, is it that she don't like him or what, he was not like, the girl no reach safe. I don't know if you get that. Was because he was already feeling bad. And another one talked, he started becoming insultive, not necessarily because he wanted to be, but because they had already made him try to start feeling inferior, and yes, and that was his defense mechanism. So please, we need to be very careful with the things we say to people. We need to be very careful with our statements. It's very, very important that we are kind. You are not God. You that is fine, you that is looking good, God made you that way. If you had come out the same way the other person came out, there's nothing you would have done about it.
You can't change
there is totally nothing you would have done. If you came out, probably maybe in a way people feel it's not fine, maybe short, maybe not attractive, or whatever thing. If you had come out that way, there's nothing you'd have done about it. So we should be kind with our words. This is a new year, please. Like that video was I was just going through it, seeing what that young man was going through, and it really touched me, and I said I'm going to talk about it.
Ladies should be careful. There's one story I also had. A lady talked down on a man. that came to buy something from her. And then the man was not happy about the way she spoke.
Okay.
Even at a point, she said, look at how you are looking. Look at how you are. Please leave this place. You are not even worth take your money. You know,
Can you imagine?
look at your looks. Look at the way you are, your face, your nose. She was so particular with the insult.
Yeah.
Do you know what the man said? And then look at it. Unfortunately, the lady was pregnant.
Wow.
The man now said, if this your baby is finer than me, then know that I am not created by God. The man ran that curse on her, that the baby you are carrying will not be finer than me. If care is not taken, the baby will look exactly like me. I don't have any blood relation with you, but go and mark my word. Because of this pain you have caused me. And people were like telling the lady, beg the man, tell him you are sorry. She said, no way. There is no way like the words will touch me. But you've caused somebody pain. You've made somebody cry. And in that pain, he released one or two things. Let's be careful.
Let's be very
she
careful,
did
guys.
not ask for forgiveness. And look at the end of the story. When she gave birth to the baby boy took the features of the man.
Are you serious? Guys,
the baby boy took the features of the man.
You've got to be careful, guys. You just have to be careful.
Somebody has released something. And imagine the lady, our people say when you don't have anything, then you have to be humble and also recognize your error and ask for forgiveness. Because if she has told the man, I am sorry, please, maybe that thing wouldn't have happened. But it was now when the baby came out looking like even more, they say if he was even more whatever than the man, he was more ugly than the man or whatever. They now remember those around the shop now said, hey, when they went to see the baby, do you know that curse the man placed on that woman happened? The baby looked like the man.
Wow. Are you guys hearing this? Thank you, Sister Rebecca. Thank you
everyone for coming.
For staying around, for coming. So guys, you can see that this is a very serious matter. Please, we should be sensitive with our words. We should be sensitive with the things we say to people. It's very, very important. One single statement, one single action you put up can let's say truncate the person's life. Like it can make them battle with self-esteem for many years. Like it can make them struggle with themselves, and you don't even know how they've been struggling. Like I felt for that young man. I was like, who knows what this guy is battling on a daily basis. He'll look at himself and just be like, did he make himself? And people are not kind enough to just accept him the way he is. Okay, even if you don't want to date him, if you don't want to befriend him, don't make him feel worse. They say if you cannot help a person, don't make them.
If you can't improve the state of a person, don't make them feel worse, or don't make their situation worse than
don't cause them pain.
Exactly. Don't add pain to them. Even the Bible was telling the children of Israel. There was a time God was telling Israel that when you see a nation that I'm punishing, you know, and you begin to laugh at that nation, you begin to make mockery of that nation, my anger may turn against you. That is making the mockery.
You see?
God does not even like it. When somebody is already down, you add to the person's pain. When somebody is already in pain, you make the person feel worse. God can turn the calamity around and it will now be upon the person that is making mockery of the person. So let's be careful.
We need to be very careful. We need to be very careful as human beings. When we have certain advantages, it's easy to feel proud. It's easy to be insensitive to the feelings of other people. But that is wrong. That is totally wrong. It shouldn't be so at all. So I'm telling you, if you've had any experience like that, you can share with us, whether it's your own experience or the experience, somebody else's experience. You can share with us. Particularly, I wonder how people do that. Seriously, you don't like a person, it's as good as just telling the person no. That was a blind date. You can tell the person no.
Gently tell the person thank you.
We cannot go ahead. Yes. When you just come out and tell the person the guy no reach, like you just tell the person that this person that no, this one is not even manageable. Come on, that is harsh. That is very harsh.
And it's also a sign of arrogance.
And sometimes if you look at some of those ladies that were actually telling that young man that maybe he's short and it's not fine. for me, they are fine, but it's also like they were so.
It's a sign of pride, and the Bible says the Lord rejects the proud, right?
Yeah.
And lifts up the humble.
Yeah.
So let's be careful. Just be humble, even if you are beautiful, you are handsome. You can be vice versa. It can be and then the insult can be coming from a man to a woman. I know many men that have told girls, you don't even, even in the market when you are passing. And at times, these men that touch girls on the road, and the girl will say, "Please stop touching me." You say, "See you."
Those ones.
You don't even, reach. You should even be happy that I am touching you. See your face. You now say, "See your leg." He will not begin to mention things about the lady that displeases him. And of course, there might be the way the lady is looking, but you don't use it to, castigate the person.
You see, and this why you said now is very funny, because that's also defense mechanism. You remember when I told you the young man at the point became insulting. If the girls try to look down on him, he will say that this one no reach or something like that. That thing happens a lot in the market. If you enter, I know a lot of some of my viewers are not Nigerians and they don't know some of the places in Nigeria. But like if you are a Nigerian or you know about these places in Nigeria, places like Owerri market or or maybe any other
busy market.
Yes, busy market.
Yeah.
If you are going there and the guys are touching you, baby, come now, baby, come and buy. Fine girl, and you're like, leave
stop
me,
touching me, leave me. Don't touch me. Especially in that Corona time. They did it a lot.
Then we start telling them they'll just start insulting the person. That's because they feel the person is doing.
That you are forming for them.
Yeah, you're
they
trying
want to tell them you have a class.
Yeah, exactly.
So it normally makes them unhappy. And when they get angry, they start insulting the person.
Guys, it's we have something to attend to right now.
Exactly.
We're very sorry that this is short.
Just
hopefully we'll be having series of live streams soon by God's grace. So thank you for your time. We'll be rounding this up here. See you in our next live stream. Bye.